Good evening. I'm Wade Johnson, and we're coming on the air with breaking news. That ABC News has confirmed Iran launching an attack on Israel, a dramatic escalation of violence in the region. U.S. officials confirming that U.S. forces have shot down some of those Iranian drones headed towards Israel. At this hour, you can see some of the video. Some of those Iranian projectiles have reached Israel. Air raid sirens heard in Jerusalem and elsewhere throughout the country. Explosions are being heard. Israel's defenses intercepting Iran. And Steve, let's talk about the U.S. here. We know that we're shooting down some of these projectiles, but what's the likelihood this draws us deeper into a regional conflict now?
This is the real concern, Whit, because we know that the Iranians earlier in the week were very clear that if the U.S. helped Israel defend against the attack that Iran said was coming, that U.S. forces in the region would become fair game. So we have forces in Iraq, we have forces in Jordan, we have forces in the Red Sea. So all of a sudden, after weeks of the Iranian surrogates not coming after U.S. forces in the region, we now know that these forces are now fair game and open to attack by Iran. So there's a real danger here that if Iran miscalculates and goes after U.S. forces, and it's clear that Iran was the instigator, then that could very easily draw the U.S. into a wider Middle East war.
Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who taught us his truth. And peace and blessings with all sincerity to the hopeful elect. It's Zachariah coming at you with another lesson. And Lord's willing, it be edifying and straight to the point. So as you can see, Iran has finally responded to the April 1st attack on its consulate by the Israelis. All right. And this could be the spark that, sets off the so-called Middle East, all right, with war. Because ultimately, what is this? This is the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, mustering the host of the battle, okay? Matter of fact, let me just grab that real quick. This is Isaiah 13 in chapter 13 and verse 4 in the NIV. Listen, a noise on the mountains like that of a great multitude. Listen, an uproar among the kingdoms, like nations massing together. The Lord, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Almighty, is mustering an army for war. Right, man. The Lord is mustering an army for war, okay? The Third World War, all right? The War of Armageddon, all right? I just typed in WW3 and look what popped up, this retaliation from Iran. All right. This could be the spark to get it on and popping. Okay, so let's grab Joel chapter 3. We're going to start at verse 9, and it reads, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up." Right. Where are they coming up? To the so-called Middle East, all right, or Western Asia, okay, over there by the Persian Gulf, the Red Sea, all over there in that area, man. The Lord is going to get it popping. It says, "Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong." Okay, these once weak nations, okay, which were, probably known for their agriculture, all right, and not their military prowess, so to speak, are now putting all their funds into strengthening their military so that they can be stronger, okay, to come to this Third World War ready to handle business, all right? And I have a quick example of that, of what I just said. All right, this is an article from New York Times. It reads, protests in Niger call for U.S. military exit as Russian forces arrive. It says trainers and equipment from Russia landed in West African landed in the West African nation this week, putting the continued presence of 1,000 U.S. military personnel there in doubt. Okay, and if you just scroll, I'm going to scroll down real quick. And where is it? Where'd it go? Slovakia. Here it is. It reads, but the sudden arrival of 100 Russian instructors and an air defense system in Niger the past week will make the prospect of cooperation in the short term even more uncertain, according to the Russian state-owned news outlet. So that's the point. Russia brought in 100 Russian instructors, okay, and an air defense system, okay? So this is an example of let the weak say, I am strong, okay? They've been spending their money on Russian missile defense systems, okay? ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles, all right? So these nations are saying, hey, we were once weak, but now we have the ultimate equalizer, okay? So we're strong just as you. We have the same weapons as you, all right? So from there, let's go back. Joel 3:10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. All right. And I just gave you an example of that. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Let the heathen be wakened. Right. And how are the heathen wakened? They're wakened by these little skirmishes. Okay. They're wakened by, okay, these Israelis, all right, causing trouble over there in that region. All right. Because you have to realize that Israel isn't strong at all. Okay. The only thing that makes Israel strong is its backing by America. Okay, America is the hammer of the earth. And because America backs Israel, Israel is surrounded by enemies and it's acting like a bully, even though it knows that these other nations could destroy it in the blink of an eye. But because America is behind Israel, these nations have to tread carefully. But now they're being pushed to the point where they're being provoked so much that they don't give a damn. They're ready to risk it all. So it reads, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, right, which is Armageddon, okay? The area over there in the Middle East or Western Asia, okay, where everything is going to go down. It says, for there will I sit to judge all heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Right. The Lord say it's time, man. Everything is coming into place. It's ready to go down. Now we know that there's one major prophecy that must be fulfilled before the Third World War really, kicks off and the missiles start flying, which is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. Okay, going into the mark of the beast, okay, and that charagma. So put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get ye down, for the press is full and the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Right, the wickedness is great, okay? The sins of this place have reached the heavens, all right? And also, let's get 2 Ezra 15 and 16. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. So the Lord, okay, is just like in the days of the flood. The Lord is fed up, okay, and he's ready to judge this place. and unleash his wrath. It says the multitudes, Salakia, multitudes in the valley of decision, okay, which is the valley of Yahweh-Shaphat, the valley of Jehoshaphat, okay, Armageddon. It says, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is near in the valley of decision, all right, and that's another name for it, the valley of decision, okay, so it's getting ready to go down, all right, and let's grab Jeremiah chapter 49 and 20. All right. And Jeremiah 50 and 45, these are pretty much, saying the exact same thing. They're pretty much parallel. Okay. One with another. So it reads Jeremiah 49 and 20. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord, Jehovah Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that he hath taken against Edom. All right. And his purpose that he hath proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. All right. And Teman is just one of the chief house of Edom. Okay. They're the wise men of Edom. All right. It says, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Speaking of the Israelis. All right. Okay. The chief house of Edom, Amalek. All right. Okay, so surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. And that's exactly what Israel is doing. It's drawing out who? It's drawing America, all right, Babylon the Great, into this third world war, into this war with Iran, all right, into this war with Russia, all right, because it's going to have a domino effect, all right. So surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. And that's going to be the outcome, okay, after this third world war's fall, America, Babylon the Great being completely wiped off the face of the earth. All right. And I'll read Jeremiah 15:45. It reads, therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord Jehovah Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that he hath taken against Babylon. All right. And this isn't speaking of ancient Babylon. This is speaking of the modern day Babylon, America. Okay. Babylon the Great, which is ruled by Edom. Okay, Esau, Edom, the Edomites. It's their empire. Okay, it says that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purpose that he hath proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. And the Chaldeans were, the Magi and the wise men of, ancient Babylon. Okay. Just as the Temanites were the wise men of Edom, okay, one of the wise men of Edom. So, like I said, they're parallel. If I'm making any sense, it says, "Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. He shall make their habitation desolate with them." And let's go to Jeremiah 50 and 45. Let's click on it. All right, Jeremiah 50 and 46 reads, at the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved and the cry is heard among the nations. Right, because when America, Babylon the Great is destroyed, the scripture says that the earth is going to rock to and fro like a drunken when these missiles pelt this place. All right, so Lord's willing, this was edifying Israel. Shalom, wa abad babal.